Hi, in today's video, we're going to pay attention to those very intelligent Nigerians who think that the easiest way to make money is to scam others, right? First, I want to start by paying tribute to them because they are very smart people, they're very intelligent people. But the only thing is that they need to refocus their intelligence and their skill from the negative to the positive, all right? Because at the end of the day, the money you make from scamming people down the road will never, ever endure. You can take this to the bank. It doesn't matter how much you make from people. It doesn't matter for how long you've done that and you've succeeded without being caught. Nature, karma, whatever you like call it, God has a way of letting these things catch up with people. All right. Um, Money you make through dubious means really can't go far. All right. It's either you suffer it, the consequences of it, or your children or your children's children will suffer it. So why don't you channel that skill, that intelligence that God has given you into doing something more productive, something more fruitful, something more beneficial for you, for your generation, and for the wider society. Several years ago, a public servant here in America, in a public speech, said that you could literally get a degree in scamming at the University of Lagos. I know that he used it in symbolism, meaning that uh, many Nigerians or most Nigerians are scammers. Those were the days where you would receive an email. In fact, somehow they would send these emails around the world, and everybody was complaining the same thing. Anywhere you went to on conferences and they knew that you were a Nigerian, the first thing they confront you with is that they receive a lot of emails from Nigerians saying that they can do this, they can make a plane take off from the bedroom, they can create a garage where you can park your Dreamliner and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So Nigerians became very notorious with scams, but somehow the that perception was beginning to change. The outside world was now beginning to see Nigerians in better light, as very educated group of people and very industrious and so on. So they take interest in so many things that we do, our culture, our dance, and so many things. You see that too reflected, on YouTube and everywhere, right? But then there are still this group of Nigerians who think that the fastest way to make money is by scamming. You see a lot of them on WhatsApp. The first thing they ask you to do is to give them your WhatsApp number, and when they come, they tell you, they send you a code, and they want you to respond with that code and stuff like that. Oh my God! If you are smart enough to devise these skillful ways of duping people, why don't you channel that same energy into doing something more productive? You see, technology has democratized wealth, all right? Younger people now, maybe because they are more intelligent than the older ones, because they are growing up in the era where this technology has become, a commonplace. So they know how to use it better, and a lot of them are getting rich very quickly. Why don't you take advantage of this? Why still remain in that cocoon of those who want to do evil? It takes the same amount of intelligence, the same amount of skill to do evil as it takes to do good. All right? Why don't you try to do something that will announce you as the next Mark Zuckerberg? You know, why don't you do something that will announce you as the new generation Bill Gates? All right? And there are so many Nigerians who can do this. Very skillful people, except that they just chose to do evil. That won't take you long. It won't take you far. All right? It can't take you far. But when you do something positive, it's going to endure. It's going to outlive you. It's going to outlast you. All right? Can you imagine now if any this world will ever forget Mark Zuckerberg? No, they can't. Even if he's no longer there, you know, what he brought to the global marketplace will continue to be there. Maybe modified in some other ways. But then why don't you be that kind of agent to add value to the world, to the global society, rather than remain in the era of being smart? All right. Your own smartness is how to clean up people's bank accounts, and you think you have succeeded. You haven't, you know, because there's a payday down the line. You may not see it, but it's there. That's the way God designed the world to be. You can't do evil and get away with it. There's a payday for you and for people in your family, and for, I mean, your children, of course, or members of your family, because they had no hand in it, except when they decide to connive with you, they are free of it, right? So Nigerians, especially the young ones, technology is there for you to use to better the world, to create wealth for yourself and for your family, and make a name for yourself. Not for you to go around trying to scam people, because it will never get you anywhere good. I hope this helps somebody to rethink their lives. Thank you.